Let's go.
Rogue One Production.
Made it to the rendezvous. We was all strapped up, blacked up in the 6-man crew. About to go while they do what we do. Headshot to a fed. Now he's reaching on his new fresh suit. Went in the building, had to shoot at the front desk. The guards was upset. Then he got shot in the damn neck. Bass check, we gon' need that shit for the room. Gotta hack these computers, get this money and move. Before we move, plant the C4 quick. Then we get to the whip, dropped off, then explode that bitch. At the HQ, watching the news. Sipping brew with the crew, smoking weed, gotta plan the next move. Where we gonna go, what we gonna do? Hit another black site, CIA wouldn't know what to do. So we creep in this bitch like Splinter Cell and kill a whale. All you fucking feds get sent to hell like Ripperville. You know what it is. Revolutionary opportunists, who was shooter. Revolutionary opportunists, who was? Made it out the mission, I must stay. The sun rays shine on my gun in the midst of the gunplay. Sunday was a fun day, the fun way to compensate the fed, bleed his brains on the lunch tray. Gun spray, get shot a fed on a brunch date. Then I call the banker slipping on lunch break. Fuck's sake, the niggas off of the cupcake. Pay that politicians, I need some fucking trunk space. Drop the car to the pier, they getting dropped off. See the witnesses, their heads is getting knocked off, popped off. Please don't give the semantics. I'm just trying to bridge the building, get the schematics. Then pull up with the crew with automatics. Light fires up, the people running in panic. Creeping through that bitch like Splinter Cell and kill a whale. All you fucking feds get sent to hell like Ripperville. Revolutionary opportunists, who was? You know what it is. Revolutionary opportunists, who was? On the road in a high-speed chase, switching lanes and I still managed to shoot the fucking cop in the face. Hit the sunroof, baby, grab that RPG. Shoot the fucking helicopter before it shoots at me. Shot that bitch, then it fell in the sea. Then the fed got close, I got to shoot him with that SMG. Black truck, yeah, 4-6 times. Land on a cop car, yeah, yo, the exposure was fine. Until the hood got away from the law. Had to switch out the car, chop shop, had to strip it for parts. On the road in the new whip, about to ride out to a new lick. We about to lead the feds fucking clueless. Rebel and the nuisance, revolutionary is the movement. The feds wanna see what I'm doing. Creeping on their ass like Splinter Cell and killing whale. Fuck the government, send them to hell like Ripperville. You know what it is. Revolutionary opportunists, who was? Shooter. Part 3. You know what it is. Revolutionary opportunists, who was? Shooter.
Rogue One Production.
Revolutionary opportunists, who was? Shooter.
Hey, baby. Look at my Cali Kristen.
Freedom enough to die or kill for it if necessary. And you're gonna need more than hate to sustain you when this thing begins. Now, if you feel that way, you're no good to us, and you're no good to yourself. You ever kill a man, Willie? No, I have.
Good afternoon, everybody. HHN.
Rogue One Production.
Show me my opponent, girl. Where's my opponent? I'm a killer ball, double bed, you don't want it, break people to components. Throw you in the ocean, sleeping with the fishes, bitches, listen, I be on it. Start him while he's scoring, pull off in the foreign. Throwing 60 seconds, hit the gas, then I'm blowing like a river, feeling like a winner. Grab a fine chick, about to eat her, but for dinner, I've been on the mission, never keep me slipping. Calling up the ghouls, every bustin' at a bed building, in the lobby, dropping bodies like a fucking brew, weeds ripping everybody. Show me my opponent, 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 show me my opponent. This is my decision, killing like a villain. Cut you up the ribbons, cause the government is tripping. Now I'm up in Cali, chilling with this baddie. Going all in the baby girl, call me daddy. Riding through the valley, smoking on the fatty. About to get this girl 50 straight in Cincinnati. Gotta get this money, get back to the money. Haters looking funny, cause I shot him in his stomach. Motherfucker want to battle, you don't want to battle. Pulling out the shot and make your whole body rattle. Don't wanna kill the chatter, see your body shatter. Dealing with the hurricane, everybody scatter. Show me my opponent, show me my opponent, show me my opponent, show me my opponent. Show me my opponent, show me my opponent, show me my opponent, show me my opponent.
Idiocracy became real life. Truman Show is my real life. I'm Neo, that red pill, it ruined my life. They live, they praying for our demise. Even an angel not above falling. Conspiracy theorists, I think that's my calling. Reporting live from the Civil War, I'm recording. With my eyes wide shut, Illuminati wanna see us all in a coffin. Beef and vendetta and vigilantes, yeah, we all revolting.
I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
Dodge your minds in same dark city. Nigga just be real and try to fuck with me like Resident Evil. We experiments. Gotta pull the guns out and kill the quick. The demolition man, they ain't scared of shit. Summon fingers with the case, you prepare for this. I roll by, can you see the microchips? Planted in your forehead over your wrist. They ain't got a nigga alive, they be watching shit. Put a single fire with your device and shit. People saying they a doctor with no licenses. Got an M&AK for precise hits. Like watchdog, having a device to whip. Make you crash to a motherfucking building, bitch. Pop the clip in the big and hit wow. Overkill a nigga, they hit it with more rounds. Hurricane split in the flames is profound. Why these people tripping on gender and pronouns? Pull up on the homeless and government shutdowns. For the government, we shooting them all down. Just like the Matrix, bitch. Amazing flips. Shoot you in the face, you bitch. The case dismissed. Send it to the grave, the bitch that can't convict. I'm the motherfucker from the ancient myths that came to rip. Body support from the start in the Hunger Games. Yeah, you bitches will run for. Set the record straight, these niggas ain't on par. White House down, we killing them all, dog.
Idiocracy became real life. Truman Show is my real life. I'm Neo, that red pill, it ruined my life. They live, they praying for our demise. Even an angel not above all. And conspiracy theorists, I think that's my calling. Reporting live from the Civil War, I'm recording. With my eyes wide shut, Illuminati wanna see us all in a coffin. Beef and vendetta and vigilantes, yeah, we all revolting.
Son, we live in a world that has walls, and those walls have to be guarded by men with guns. Who's gonna do it? You? You, Lieutenant Weinberg? I have a greater responsibility than you can possibly fathom.
Rogue One One Production.
It's murder, murder, more murder. Murder, murder, more murder. It's murder, murder, more murder. Hit you up with the burner. It's murder, murder, more murder. Murder, murder, more murder. It's murder, murder, more murder. Hit you up with the burner. It's murder, murder, more murder. Murder, murder, more murder. It's murder, murder, more murder. Hit you up with the burner. It's murder, murder, more murder. Murder, murder, more murder. It's murder, murder, more murder. Hit you up with the burner. Crashing out of these bitches. Leaving bodies in ditches. Ripping out your intentions to stable into a building. Overcoat with these lyrics. Rolling with cause of niggas. I'm killing all of your villains. Now I am become the villain. I'm just finding the Getty. Slice you with my machete. Body parts is spaghetti. You're dipping off in the Chevy. Hundred souls and you judges. Parade your head out of public. Shoot the cop in the stomach. These hollow points are abundant. Ancestors are summoned. Got the government running. Got the parliament ducking. I throw their head in the oven. United Nations be sucking. Decapitate them, I love it. Eradicate them, the public. Evacuation and coming. Murder, murder, more murder. Murder, murder, more murder. It's murder, murder, more murder. Hit you up with the burner. It's murder, murder, more murder. Murder, murder, more murder. It's murder, murder, more murder. Hit you up with the burner. It's murder, murder, more murder. Murder, murder, more murder. It's murder, murder, more murder. Hit you up with the burner. It's murder, murder, more murder. Murder, murder, more murder. It's murder, murder, more murder. Hit you up with the burner. Yes, I'm feeling maniacal. Pulling up on the side of your head. Shot is desirable. Damn, this girl reliable. I'm just out there karate. You samurai, I'm dividing your body parts in the bayou. Alligators will find you. I'm fighting fire with fire. I'm fighting fire with lava. Surgical with these weapons. You better call me the doctor. Your storm in the Amada. With the push of a button. Fucking with leaders, consequences and repercussions. Yeah, this beat is thumping. Can you hear the percussion? Crack you upside the head. It's time to get a concussion. Time to end the discussion. Grab your gun and go bust it. Fuck the billionaires, eliminating your summit. Murder, murder, more murder. Murder, murder, more murder. It's murder, murder, more murder. Hit your ass with the burner. It's murder, murder, more murder. Murder, murder, more murder. It's murder, murder, more murder. Hit your ass with the burner. It's murder, murder, more murder. Murder, murder, more murder. It's murder, murder, more murder. Hit your ass with the burner. It's murder.
Because the ghetto is the jungle, always has been. You understand? You cannot cage people like animals and not expect them to fight back someday.
Check out the DBU marching band real quick. You can't cage us like animals and expect us to fight back. Fuck the government. Kill them all.
Kill them all, don't give a fuck. It's time to fucking pack them up. Pack them up, motherfucker, let's kill them all. Don't give a fuck. It's time to fucking pack them up. Pack them up, motherfucker, let's kill them all. Don't give a fuck. It's time to fucking pack them up. Pack them up, motherfucker, let's kill them all. Don't give a fuck. It's time to fucking pack them up. Pack them up, motherfucker. Shoot a cop, shoot a fed, shoot a judge in the head, prosecutor and the DJ. We gon' leave them fucking dead. Don't like my music, so what? Get your crib blowed up. This is war music, only real rebels show up. Infiltrate a base, shoot you in the face. Raid the armory, pull off in the army tape. Fuck the government, shoot they ass to shit. Monetary system dead, time to roll with bricks. Loading up the blick, time to catch some bodies, bitch. Everybody gon' be dead in this fucking lobby, bitch. Taking building down with the war leaders in it. Big bang attack, you can call me Vegeta, bitches. Kill them all, don't give a fuck. It's time to fucking pack them up. Pack them up, motherfucker, let's kill them all. Don't give a fuck. It's time to fucking pack them up. Pack them up, motherfucker, let's kill them all. Don't give a fuck. It's time to fucking pack them up. Pack them up, motherfucker, let's kill them all. Don't give a fuck. It's time to fucking pack them up. Pack them up, motherfucker, let's kill them all. Don't give a fuck. It's time to fucking pack them up. Pack them up, motherfucker.
Some other people ideas, but this place will be swarming with CIA and FBI. We go underground?
No.
No. If we
Nobody except us.
You see,
This to brains and guts.
which we
Don't have, right? Let's move it on.
Move it out.
We will not comply with this fucking government or that digital fucking ID. Put your middle fingers in the sky, throw your motherfucking guns up. Hey, fucking government, go up the clip. About to shoot the cop dead in the public. It's that rebel shit, next level shit. Make them beat their own grave with the shovel, bitch. Fucking can't be the name, I'm a boss. Metal gear on me, knock their motherfucking heads off. Where's the grave, make the dead walk. Raid every power structure in your motherfucking Red Cross. About to creep in the White House. Where the fuck the president about to murder that nigga right now? Got my girl with the sniper rounds. Shoot the fed in his head cause the bitch wouldn't pipe down. Motor City is the fight time. Joe Lewis with the hands, guarantee you see the 9 rounds. You can hear that shit from 9 times. They say hurricane, put your gun down, I'ma tell them no. No, hey, no, no. If they tell you to comply, better tell them no. No, I do this for my ancestors, nigga. No, if they want you to I do this for my people, nigga. No, no, nigga, we about to kill the government today, nigga. No, if they want you to comply, better tell them no. No, today be that day. Revolutionary Independence Day. Comply, better tell them no. Hurricane got to blast quick. Close quarters combat, guarantee you get your ass kicked. Flip a nigga with a mad blitz. Better watch the step, you get tackled through a glass, bitch. Flying kicks in the fast fist. I'm the last man standing, you be lying in the grass, bitch. About to head to the Pentagon. After that, I'm blowing up temples and synagogues. I know I'm a sinner god, but when I get up there, I'm killing you and your fucking mob. Cause you ain't do your fucking job. All the pain in this world, I can't spread a fucking rod. Create us a newer earth. Cast the evil government to the ends of the universe. Now they telling me to calm down. I will never put my fucking gun down. I'ma tell them no. No, 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 no. If they want you to comply, better tell them no. No, 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 no. If they want you to comply, better tell them no. No, 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 tell them no. If they want you to comply, better tell them no. No, 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 no. If they want you to comply, better tell them no. No, motherfucking government. No, no. If they want you to comply, better tell them no. Fuck the parliament. No, no, no. Fuck that digital ID shit. Comply, better tell them no. The government, man. Fuck this bullshit. No, no. Put your motherfucking middle fingers in the sky. Put your hands in the sky. Put your guns in the sky, nigga. No. If they want you to comply, better tell them no. If they want you to comply, better tell them no. Hey. If they want you to comply, better tell them no. Hey. If they want you to comply, better tell them no. Shouts out to everybody in the chat. If they want you to comply, better tell them no. For real, for real. For real, for real. Motherfucker. HHN special report. Shouts out to Relentless. Texas in the building.
HHN, real black man, I'm crafted in God's image. Lyrically, I'm a savage and gut from the planet. With the spawn grip, cool, I ain't going nowhere. You better get used to it. With the toolage. And I ain't talking about no hands. I'm going bad lab and holding the game for ransom. Run me mine. And I don't want my chips to circulate. Fast food for the CEOs. Don't taking them on dinner date. Unless I'm well trained. Fair to say that I've been a great stuck in your weight class. But it is, I'm heavyweight savers with the blows. Quick feet like I lead. Joe Lewis when I do, I'm leaving flat in the ring. John Kemp when I lift off. Finish like Dominique. Underrated like Pippen when I help bring in a ring. Put in a lot of work, my best interest for the team. Just give me the hand off and I'm running up the scene. Fake smiles, fake nods when you hear me on the beat. On my phone against the odds, I'ma keep on doing me. I'm a treasure in the mud for the dirty side. I'm a butcher undiscovered and I ain't been found. I represent for all my brothers above or underground. And all the black queens, it's your flowers and crowns.
You want this hip hop, the realest hip hop. Everybody love this hip hop, let's give them hip hop. You want this hip hop, the realest hip hop.
Everybody love this hip hop, let's give them hip hop. You want this hip hop, the realest hip hop. Everybody love this hip hop, let's give them hip hop. You want this hip hop, let's give them hip hop. Everybody love this hip hop, let's give them hip hop. It's time to unload, the drama unfold. My 44 gold, taking your soul, never reload. Where do we go? The battlefield's bigger explode, but the government kill a ball with every flow. I'm the infamous lyricist to the feds, the death is imminent. Implement all the tactics to kill it quick with these instruments. With these sentences, shaking one in the instant quick. Hurricane is the name, you better know who you're dealing with. Style master, slow it down cause I'm faster. Bastard in the dark abyss, that's where I cast you. Natural disaster, I'm the final chapter. Happy running in circles like hamsters, little bastards. I'm the warrior, battlefield looking glorious. Skills is so notorious, kicking your ass like Morpheus. Big anomaly, speaking new philosophy, speaking with the velocity, cause a lot of atrocities. You want this hip hop, the realest hip hop. Everybody love this hip hop, let's give them hip hop. You want this hip hop, the realest hip hop. Everybody love this hip hop, let's give them hip hop. You want this hip hop, the realest hip hop. Everybody love this hip hop, let's give them hip hop. You want this hip hop, the realest hip hop. Everybody love this hip hop, let's give them hip hop. Fuck YouTube, fuck Big Tech. Ain't sending out my notifications and shit. Nigga, fuck Neo Mohan, nigga, fuck you government, fuck Big Karma, fuck all these evil motherfuckers. This is real hip hop. You don't gotta tell it like it is. Nigga, fuck the government, bitch. HHN special report, motherfucker. Beat back. That motherfucking beat ride. If I got 3 people in here, I guarantee you. One of them is Crystal, one is Vontae, and one gotta be Dexter. Poison. Salute. Much love to my California independent researcher, Crystal. Hey, baby. Thank you. I love that comment right there. Love it, love it. Shouts out to Live and Learn.
When shit hit the fan, ain't no time for no running. Everybody already know the storm coming. When you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. When you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. When shit hit the fan, ain't no time for no running. Everybody already know the storm coming. When you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. When you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready.
Living legend, heavy weapons, I get the lethal weapons, steady prepping. On my weapons, about to teach a lesson, who you checking? About to pull out my Smith and Wesson, shoot you in your head, you dead. Top of another lesson, got the shot it, knocking bodies, killing everybody like a hobby. Leaving bloody bodies in fucking lobbies. Tell somebody if you want to, you little snitch. You will make it down the line, little stupid bitch. Who is this? Make a fed is playing hero. Burning yes alive, to play the flute like a mirror. Dropping up the dollar, I gotta get this deliverable. Hacking everything, encrypted ones and zeros. Fuck the crypto, you trying to bag me in info. Fuck us so good to put some bombs in some benzos. World leader, y'all getting killed with the heater. The hurricane is the reader. Came here to delete you.
When shit hit the fan, ain't no time for no running. Everybody already know the storm coming. When you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. When you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. When shit hit the fan, ain't no time for no running. Everybody already know the storm coming. When you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. When you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready.
Dual weapons, hacking brain waves, absorb the essence, coalescent with the energy, make a bigger weapon. Everything be destroyed, I am the fucking storm. Elemental spiritual bomb, you people getting born, better run. Look out, because here I come, having fun. See this whole world, the kingdom come, every fed get decapitated, decided to say it, leave a fed up in the building that is dilapidated, exacerbated. This situation destroy the nation. These world leaders ain't good, they be perpetrating, kill them all. Got a weapon that make them all resolve, kill the evil on this planet, then your problem solved. Final call, middle finger to the fucking law. Alpha bad boys, I'm getting rid of all of y'all world leaders. They ain't getting killed with the heater,
shit, the hurricane is the beat.
Here to delete ya.
When shit hit the fan, ain't no time for no running. Everybody already know the storm coming. When you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. When you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. When shit hit the fan, ain't no time for no running. Everybody already know the storm coming. When you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. When you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. When shit hit the fan, ain't no time for no running. Everybody already know the storm coming. When you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. When you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. When shit hit the fan, ain't no time for no running. Everybody already know the storm coming. When you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. When you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready.
Shouts out to Jordan for the beat. Hurricane. Jordan on the beat, Kane on the vocals. Let's go. I'ma show you.
Walking through the sea so cool. All black, stay strapped, get clapped if you fuck with the crew. Nigga, you be up under my shoe. Turn blue, niggas get stumped out in my timber boots. Bulletproof all over the suit. Got it ordered. Custom made Cartiers in the fedora. Met me a fine ass chick at a Sephora. Hit it from the back, then smoked up on the quarter. Took it to the crib, the legs was on my shoulder. Briefcase style, well, yeah, I had to fold her. She said my meat good is better than Ponderosa. So I had to pound the pussy over and over. Now I'm out the door, the baby, the show is over. Headed to the block, you know I'm selling that motor. Haters talk shit, them knock your head off a shoulder. Territory mine, yeah, I'm taking over. I'ma show you how to do this, son. Hurricane be the name and there's only one. I'ma show you how to do this, son. Hurricane be the name and there's only one. Look, I'ma show you how to do this, son. Hurricane be the name and there's only one. I'ma show you how to do this, son. Hurricane be the name and there's only one. Blast me, killers, we fast with triggers. Blast me, fill up with Hennessy and blast some niggas. If a fair run up, gotta blast them too. Real niggas gon' do what they have to do. Time to roll up a blunt, then I crack a brew. Got a call from a chick, she was passing through. Have to take that ass up in the afternoon. Got a call from a plug, now I have to zoom. Full of motherfucking fans tryna track my moves. Y'all bitches can't fight, kick back my moves. I'm the black John Wick that'll pack your crew. I think you gonna need some fucking backup, dude. AK and take your motherfucking backup, dude. And your wife will think I'm a stand-up dude. I see you headed strapped, bitch, I'm strapped up too. Shoot your ass in the head if you act up, fool. I'ma show you how to do this, son. Hurricane be the name and there's only one. I'ma show you how to do this, son. Hurricane be the name and there's only one. I'ma show you how to do this, son. Hurricane be the name and there's only one. I'ma show you how to do this, son. Hurricane be the name and there's only one. Let's go. This that real hip hop. What it do? Vibe with the night.
Jordan on the beat. Make sure you stop it, Jordan. He just dropped an album, y'all.
Real hip hop.
Hey, let me hit y'all with another new track. Hey.
Just like a sphere.
Just dropped this yesterday.
I guess I gotta tone it down for y'all. Born and raised in the projects, dude. Where we give all these haters the blues. Fuck cops, man, we breaking the rules. Outlaws, yeah, we breaking the tools. I'm a rebel, what the fuck you gon' do? Get on my level, we'll get lost in the dust. Ain't gas that I trust. Y'all feds ain't fucking with us. Tell the government enough is enough. Pull up in the truck. Politician getting shot the fuck up. Like a Christmas tree, lighting them up. Got the Sprite in my cup. Sipping lean, about to light up a blunt. as I walk straight up to the front. Ayo in my hand, understand you ain't calling my bluff. Taking limbs off the body with shots, then I blew up the spot. The whole scene is your burial plot. I saw the news and the aerial shots. I just ready to block this revolution. Are you ready or not? Let me hit you with this Detroit flow. This old school Detroit flow. To this old school Detroit flow. This old school Detroit flow. Let them know. This that old school Detroit flow. This old school Detroit flow. Wanna smoke? To this old school Detroit flow. This the old school Detroit flow. Let them know. Pop a clip, time to drop that fool. Never fuck with a project dude. We used to all dodge cops at school. Now we all grown up on the block, that's cool. If the cops come through, they get popped at too. Let me spit this rebel shit on this laid back tune. Because I got you niggas scared of my hype ass tunes. Y'all scared of revolution, better fight back, dude. Let me kick a fed ass with these fly ass moves. Plus I think I got blood on my nice ass shoes. Have to dip to the dealer and cop that cool. Bulletproof, out the black dash out with the crew. On a mission, about to blow up a factory, dude. About to bring all the pain and the agony, dude. Got the world news saying it's a tragedy, dude. Destroy the evil army, then you have to regroup. Say hurricane is the truth, bitch. Let me hit you with this Detroit flow. This old school Detroit flow. Wanna smoke? To this old school Detroit flow. This old school Detroit flow. Let them know. This the old school Detroit flow. This old school Detroit flow. Wanna smoke? To this old school Detroit flow. This old school Detroit flow. Let them know. Let me get you with the Detroit flow. This old school Detroit flow. Wanna smoke? To this old school Detroit flow. This old school Detroit flow. Let them know. Let me get you with the Detroit flow. This old school Detroit flow. Wanna smoke? To this old school Detroit flow. This old school Detroit flow. Let them know.
And with that gun in that bitch, you know those, you wanna hit them both ways. You wanna pat on your hips one way, and you want to love and respect your people. But you can't be with your people without betraying that bitch. And you can't be a cop without betraying your people. You think the Holy Ghost feels the way you do? You think you're the only nigga with a sense of outrage? Well then, dumbass, we can use you. We got undercover people on the force. Right. Nobody like your rank. Come on, join this time. And you're using kids. Who else am I gonna fuck? Like you and me? The kids are our only hope. And I come to them before they got killed, or killed, or turned into dozens. And now they do anything to be free. Who said you were free, man? Well, Dawes, even on the wrong end of your gun, I'm a lot freer than you are.
Hey. It's that cruising shit right here. Now we gonna play one more new shit, then we gonna get to the news. Hell yeah. It sound like the end of a movie.
Got my sword again, staying horse again in the Jordan fit. Keep recording and slaying all these evil forces, bitch. They be fucking with all of us, killing all of us. Super ponderous, time to send you bitches to torture us. Kill the officers, slaughter them at their offices. When the target hits, I be killing them evil narcissists. When the drama hits, taking out your reconnaissance. Hypersonic hits, frequency weapons, I shoot a lot of it. It's a power hit, knock you out of your moccasins. Grab a soccer wrist, bash your head in front of the populace. Take a load of this, get the most of this. Hocus pocus shit, kill opponents, been putting bombs in your poker chips. Time to flow again,
Someone said that
like a
before.
Doberman suitcase, you get floated again, take your fucking soul again. Niggas scared of my lyrics, you fucking bitches. That's why you gon' have to fucking listen, motherfucker, listen. The style master, ripping your ass faster, bastard. Have to blast you, even your taskmaster. The class master, smash fast and I cast you in the pasture. Ride the horses, ride past you. What Captain Master, decompose, release your soul. To the dark dimension where you get Peter rolled. Hit the building, I'm creeping slow and sneaking mode. Metal Gear on me, bitch. I need the secret codes for the launch pad, bitch. I'm going nuclear. Fuck the White House, bitch. I'm turning into dust. Gas, I trust. The blast, I must. If you scared of my lyrics, I'ma blast at ya. You ain't ready for the shit that I spit. Niggas scared of revolution. Y'all know this is real as it get. Don't like it, I'ma hit you with this. You a pussy and a bitch. When I see you, gon' get hit with that blink, bitch. Was that over the top? I could never tell. Seems most of you niggas is really fucking frail. I know my lyrics be hitting home, yeah, I can tell. Fuck y'all bitch ass niggas, let's take it somewhere else. You know what else? I wanna strangle you on to death. Rip the heart at your chest and leave the soul to rest. You criticize my intellect, the disrespect. I should beat the shit out you until you get correct. I get you scared of the bigger threat, I've been a vet. Born legend, the god of storms, I've been the best. Grab a text, tell the government you was next. You know the world is the stage, I'm shooting up the set. Pull the trigger, we kill them quicker than the splitter. I see your army, but I'll destroy all them niggas. Call me killer, Kane drinking Bacardi, nigga. This the end of the world, so come and party with us.
Sophisticated underground movement in Western Hemisphere. The work of an expert. Expertise is way less when I play right now. Well, I am expert.
Bitch. New music. Hurricane. From the Wrath of the Ancestors album. Dropping a double album. The Breath of the Ancestors and the Wrath of the Ancestors. I'm a fucking expert at this shit. And I'm still training. Because the trial never ends. Let's go. Now, we right here.
They're using they're dropping massively in China, that Singapore has it under control. I read a whole article last night about how they're tracking everyone with their technology. They're using their mobile phones to find out who they had contact with, hunting those people down and quarantining them. And now they are saying it's a success. South Korea cases dropped. Chinese cases dropped. But they're also saying the Western civilization would never allow this type of intrusive stuff into their information.
Oh my God.
No.
Just let me just intervene there for a second. Okay. You have just said, virtually word for word, what was in the Rockefeller Foundation document in 2010 detailing a pandemic scenario based on a flu vaccine. They said, I think I mentioned it kind of in passing earlier, they said China imposed draconian measures and was then praised for doing so, but the West lagged behind because of this thing called freedom and democracy. But eventually the West caught up and became also draconian. So it's deja vu from the Rockefeller document and from the Event 201 of the Gates Foundation and the World Economic Forum 1%. It's a scenario. It's a script, Brian.
Yes, I understand what you're saying. So people that don't know, what is this technology in China? Explain how it works and how they track people and how it's become surprisingly even more draconian than it was, because I don't think a lot of people know this.
Well, I've been saying for decades, if you want to know what is planned for the West tomorrow, look at China today. It's no accident that China is right at the center of this whole outbreak, which has gone on to create all this. This is how it works in China. They have millions of face recognition cameras in their cities, gathering in number all the time. And so as you're walking down the street, you are able to be tracked and identified literally in minutes. There have been documentaries that have put someone on the street, and the technology has been challenged to track them and find them. It's taken minutes, gotcha. And so what they're doing, and remember,
this is what's planned for the West, and this is why the crazies and the psychopaths in Silicon Valley are so close to China, if the truth be told. You are so tracked in detail in China that they know everything you do all the time, and AI is logging your behavior. And they have something called the social credit system. And when you act in ways that are acceptable to the state, you get credits, social credits. When you act in ways that the state doesn't want you to behave, you get credits taken away. And when you fall below a certain level, consequences kick in. How many people know that millions of Chinese people have been banned from flying? Millions of Chinese people have been banned from going on trains because their social credit score has fallen below the acceptable level. And this is what is possible once you have AI able to track you in detail, minute by minute, in real time, which is what they have in China. What is China? It's a technocracy. That's what it is. And if you look at China today, that's supposed to be the world tomorrow. Because this economic, viral, whatever you want to call it, war, for want of a term, China's meant to win it. And I don't mean the Chinese regime. And I certainly don't mean the Chinese people. I mean the Chinese model. The Chinese structure of society and its authoritarian imposition and AI technocracy, minute by minute, real-time tracking of the population. That is exactly what I've been describing is planned for the world for 30 years.
So Jim Rickards has just recorded a video that's not available to anyone in the public, and he's going to be talking.
That's over. Yeah, that shit goes over to a goddamn commercial. Next.
Military games and things happening around there before. I mean, you went full sleuth, but maybe you can fill us in on some of the other interesting coincidental events that happened at the end of 19.
Yeah, so October 2019, the World Military Games took place in Wuhan. And a lot of athletes went from all over the world. And there are persistent reports that a lot of the athletes got some quite nasty respiratory infections while they were there. It's been very difficult to get the authorities in America and Canada and European countries to go back and test these guys or test any samples they took at the time. You'd think with athletes there might be samples on, in fridges and things, in freezers. And to see whether, it's just possible someone did get infected with this kind of virus then. But it doesn't seem likely because it really does erupt in December. The number of cases explodes in December. And for it to have been just ticking over in October and November is unlikely. Now, the most likely earliest case is 17th of November. That's when, according to documents that was leaked to the South China Morning Post and then scrubbed and denied, but it looked pretty good data to me, that's when they said that the earliest case they'd been able to find of someone. Now, what was going on in September, October, November? We've got these World Military Games. And by the way, they did some security exercises around these games. One of which was that somebody, to test the police response and so on if something went wrong during these games. One of them was a nuclear incident. The other was that a new coronavirus comes in. Wow, it's sort of weird. I know, is that a coincidence? I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. September feels way too early for there to have been a leak. So I don't think that they took that database down because they knew they'd already had the leak. I think they took it down because it was around the end of a grant period, and so there was a sort of audit coming up of the lab by the authorities. So they would have taken it down preparatory to this audit with a view to putting it up again when the audit was over. Now, the Republicans on one of the Senate committees looked into this and found some chatter on internal Communist Party websites from within the lab in the autumn of 2019 that seems to have reached some kind of pretty alarming level. And it's not entirely easy to interpret, but it looks like there was biosafety concerns in October, 2019. Something had gone wrong. There'd been an accident or a mistake or something, and the authorities in Beijing were very upset about it, and there was a lot of soul searching. Now, that might have been a leak. It might not have been. It might have been just some procedures not being followed, and somebody had caught them. It might have been something to do with this.
If it looked like a duck, talk like a duck, quack like a duck, what the fuck? All right. And talk about motherfuckers is outraged. Nobody was outraged. When this shit motherfucker came out, that some shit was possibly being leaked, I immediately go to the motherfucking video game Resident Evil. It's called Resident Evil over here. But guess what it's called over there? Guess what it's called over there? It's called Biohazard. Come on now. Not to mention, one of the goddamn labs that leaked the goddamn motherfucking virus has the same symbol as Umbrella from Resident Evil. It's just a different goddamn color. And then they come out with the Asian hate bill because they know it was going to be on their ass. Pause. Come on with the Asian hate bill so they don't get fucked with. These evil motherfuckers. World military games and shit. Military drills. Niggas was coming out with pandemic scenarios years before this shit even happened. I was saying they was going to do this shit around like 2010. I'm like, damn, they about to do a motherfucking leak. But who would have thought it would have been motherfucking 9 years later, 10 years later? I seen it coming years before this shit. It's like, shit, we ain't going to war no more. We need something else to distract the people with. Yeah, let's do a scamdemic plan. But this shit is still boring. I'm waiting on Project Bluebeam to start. Show us the fake rapture, the fake alien invasion, or the fake asteroid coming to Earth. Come on. This shit is boring. Epstein files and shit. Like, come on, man. Shit is boring. Get on to the Project Bluebeam already. You already did the alien disclosure, nigga. That's step 1. Step 2. Fake alien invasion. Step 3. We go to war and kill the government and aliens at the same time. But the aliens are really military personnel in motherfucking costumes and shit. You ain't being abducted in space. You're really in the underground base guarded by federal agents. Come on, let's get this shit over with, man. I'm tired of this fucking bullshit.
Audit I was talking about. So, again, we don't know. But, you know, you've got the database going down in September. You've got the World Military Games in October. You've got the chatter inside the Communist Party website in the lab in October. You've got the first case in the middle of November, as far as we can tell. You've got a bunch of cases in December and probably about 250 cases before the end of December. So that's the period when something's happening, and we don't entirely know what.
So Jim Rickards has just recorded a video.
This is the next one.
This in April, May, and June of 2020, and asking similar questions. Everyone was confused, asking questions about masks, about distancing, about the economy. Great Barrington Declaration. Martin Kulldorff was on the show, and other people asking about if it came from a lab in Wuhan. Now, the first few got us taken off these tech platforms. Mentioning Wuhan would have gotten you sent to the loony bin at that point. I mean,
well, me, I just kept on getting strikes, kept on being in YouTube strikes. Medical misinformation. Harassment and cyberbullying. Oh, me bullying the government, cyberbullying the government, and y'all the ones with the missiles and guns. Get the fuck out of here. And in and out of Facebook and Instagram jail like the Joker was in and out of Arkham. I can't even go live on Instagram. It's been like over 3 years now. I think it's up to 3 years. I've not been live on Instagram. Even on both channels. Even when I made a new channel, I can't even go live on that one. So fuck the bullshit. And yet, Mark Zuckerberg comes out and be like, I apologize. I was pressured into censoring y'all by the government. Well, take the lift off of my fucking channel then, bitch. No, you're not gonna do it. There's motherfuckers telling me that when they go to my channel or click on any of my videos, no matter if I'm on YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram, they say, "Are you sure you want to watch this video?" Like, why the fuck is a nigga getting warning when they click on my shit? Like, real shit. Why is a nigga getting a fucking warning when they click on my shit?
That was almost code red. And again, I got an engineering degree from MIT. I mean, science as I know it is that we question things. We talk about ideas. We get them out in the open. I always used to joke, Matt, that the flat earthers on YouTube remained. The flat earth videos on YouTube were there. And if you want to watch them, you can watch them and you can debate them, and that's okay. Right. But anything asking questions about the virus or the origin virus was silenced. And the reason I bring it up is because in your investigation, there's a lot of powers involved here, from the Chinese Communist government to Fauci in America and pharmaceutical companies, etc. So how does this unfold? And this becomes very not about science very quickly, right?
That's true. Alina's a practicing scientist. I've been a journalist most of my career, although I started as a scientist. We brought different skills to this. She could interrogate the science in great depth. And I, to some extent, was interested in this just simple journalistic practice of following trails to see where they led. Now, what was quite interesting is that, as you say, turning to Western scientists and saying, please can you tell me what you're finding out about the origin of this new disease that's killing people, was pretty useless. There was almost nobody interested. There was a little bit going on. As you say, it was very hard to talk about it on social media. Twitter was an exception. You could talk about it on Twitter, and that turned out to be vital. Facebook was censoring this. But if you contacted mainstream scientists, and I did, I contacted, senior people in the Royal Society and others and said, what do you think? And they would say, no, we can rule that out. So, well, why can you rule it out? Well, it's just been ruled out. You don't need to worry about the why. We understand these things, you don't. It's not quite what they were saying, but it wasn't far off. So the scientists were not much help. The journalists were not much help, with a few honourable exceptions. Ian Birrell on the Mail, John Sudworth at the BBC, who tried to go to this Mojiang site. Most journalists said, no, that's a conspiracy theory. We're not even going to investigate it. Well, if you're a sniffing newshound wanting to make a career, why not, have a go at this? It's a really interesting question. How did this pandemic start? So that was disappointing. And the science journalists, worst of all, they would just say in a very patronizing tone, you don't know what you're talking about. I work for Nature or New Scientist or something like that. And I can tell you, I've talked to my friend, Dr. Fauci, and he says no. Well, that isn't quite good enough. The point of science is you don't take arguments from authority, you take arguments from evidence, right?
Exactly.
If you want arguments from authority, join the Catholic Church. That's the way it works. So the scientists weren't much good, the journalists weren't much good, politicians weren't much good, they weren't finding out very much. The spooks weren't much good.
So who was good? Us. People like me that was putting out the fucking truth. If you couldn't trust the science, the motherfucking government, or like any so-called experts, everybody relied on us. But you know what they did to us? They silenced us. They nuked my channel once, and I rose from the ashes. But this is the rebirth of this channel that you're on right now. If y'all wasn't around on the first go-around. If y'all wasn't around on the first go-around, y'all don't remember my channel getting nuked. But this the second go-around, y'all. This the phoenix that rose from the ashes of channel right now. Nigga, they nuked me over this shit. Shit was crazy. They nuked me over this shit.
Conversations with senior intelligence officials in the US who said to me in conspiratorial tones, we've just found out the following. And on one occasion I said, not only have I read that in the media, I've written that in the media. Is that all you've got? You know? So that wasn't much help. The heroes for us of the story were what we call the internet sleuths. And these were a bunch of completely random people who got interested in this story and turned out to have the forensic skills to pursue rabbit holes in the internet and find out where they led.
This nigga just said in so many words, it was us. Some of us had more money than others to travel and do the extra research. But the ones that were speaking and doing our independent research, going through the rabbit holes, doing the deep dives, looking up names, following them up with other motherfuckers, we did our part too. We just ain't have no money to travel and do the forensic shit, but we did our part too. We got banned for it, silenced for it, ridiculed for it. Motherfuckers still call me crazy. But guess what? You're crazy too for fucking with the government. You're crazy for believing that anybody that took that lethal injection, good luck. Y'all niggas got motherfucking 5-6 years left probably. Some motherfuckers was dying within 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years. Like, yo, y'all was out there fighting us verbally and physically. But then it comes out that, oh yeah, sorry, this shit is killing y'all. Did we get an apology? Hell no, and we still ain't got it yet. I want to hit a motherfucker in the face. Like, you know, not saying that anybody came to me with that bullshit, because if they did, I would have fucked them up. I wish a nigga would tell me to put on my mask or back up 6 feet or motherfucking trip on me for coughing or sneezing. Like, bitch, I'll knock you the fuck out. Everybody been coughing and sneezing on some regular shit. Just cover your mouth. Now, if you don't cover your mouth, then it's a problem. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's mandatory for everything. You sneeze, nigga, shit, then cover your shit up. You know what I'm saying? You cough, cover your shit up. That's automatically ass beating. On the bus, on the train, walking past, nigga, on the street, like, nigga, bus stop, you get your ass beat. But to tell a motherfucker to put on a mask around me or keep distance because of what the government said on some lie shit, you getting your ass beat. And this nigga still got a mask on right now. Everybody around looking like a bunch of idiotic Mortal Kombat characters and shit.
There's a guy in India called the Seeker. His real name is Jeet Ray.
Thank you for saying his real name, because the Seeker sounds crazy.
But he goes under the name of the Seeker. He's quite happy for us to tell the world who he is in our book. But, he's a young man in Bhubaneswar who, as he puts it, knows how to use search engines. Well, that sounds pretty simple. But what he means by that is he got hold of some login details for Chinese websites where academic theses were stored. And he found some goldmine information. He found these 9 viruses 8 of these 9 viruses that they weren't talking about. He found the verses that described what happened to those 6 guano miners, 3 of whom died at the Mojiang mine, and so on. So then there's a guy in Spain called Francisco Ribera, who he's basically a professional auditor. He knows how to audit companies, right? And he knows that what you do is you look for missing info, to see whether or not somebody's filling their expenses or whatever it might be. So he starts to compile what he calls a big Sudoku, which is every serial number of every virus that the Wuhan Institute of Virology has collected, and where they're collected and what the genome of the virus looks like, etc. Now, some of this stuff is published. It's dumped on genetic databases and other things. Others you can infer from other things, or you can find it from secret sources or something. But eventually he's compiling an itinerary for these guys. On what date were they at which cave in Yunnan? And which serial numbers correspond to that expedition to that cave? And he eventually says, hang on, they've collected 8 other SARS-like viruses from the Mojiang mine, shaft that they've not told us about, and they're closely related to SARS-CoV-2. In fact, they're the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, and ninth most closely related at the time virus to SARS-CoV-2. So, Francisco is another very good example of so, he's doing this in his spare time. Both of these guys live with their mums. This isn't. To start with, everybody said, "Oh, the Seeker must be something to do with CIA or Indian intelligence."
That's the first thing I thought. What? Come on, now you call yourself the Seeker and you got Chinese information, bitch. You supposed to be dead. Nigga, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Nigga, and I would still believe, like, at least I'm going 60-40. And the motherfucker told you, put my name out there. My name is the Seeker. And say my real name too, man. Oh my God. I won't be surprised if this British guy got played. But some of that shit is true. Some of it is. He probably got spoon-fed some truth nuggets and shit and taking it and run with it. That's what I think. But goddamn, you call yourself the Seeker? What the fuck you seeking? Some Chinese information? And this shit is out there. He said your fucking nickname and your real name. I hope, talk about, and you stay with your mom. Man, I hope she don't get hemmed up at a fish market for information on your whereabouts. Courtesy of the CCP. Like, what the fuck? He called himself the Seeker. And the other motherfucker, I forgot where they said the motherfucker was from. Some French motherfucker, Francisco Ribeiro. I think France or some shit. This other motherfucker doing some other shit. I'm like, nigga, you gonna get your mom hemmed up at a motherfucking art gallery. You dumb bitch. Say it's your real name too. Oh shit, these niggas is retarded, man.
It certainly wasn't true then. It may be now, for all I know. But so
he laughed.
There's another guy called Barbal Elephant. I don't actually know his real name, and he turned out to be vital on a couple of issues. Gilles Demoneuf is a French guy living in New Zealand.
Living off the grid should be with everybody's mindset right now. I think I said that sentence wrong. Yeah, getting off grid, getting away from society is the way to go. Fuck the bullshit. Get some land. And get some motherfucking containers and tiny homes and some sniper towers and some freedom tools and a big ass fence and the motherfucking road that's planted with mines. So that just in case somebody drive up, they blow up. Like, nigga, who the fuck are you? Oh, nope, don't care. You're dead.
Found out an extraordinary amount. And a Brit called Charles Small found out that the database of viruses that the lab had in storage, either, physical samples or sequences in the computer. They had this huge database, 22,000 entries, went offline at 2 a.m. On the 12th of September, 2019. Now, it came back on briefly in February, but not accessible from outside, only accessible within the lab. Most of it was password protected anyway. Now, that's their complete record of their viruses. They've published a lot of the viruses they've worked on in 2016. They've published almost nothing since then of viruses they've collected since 2016. So if they want to exonerate themselves in that lab, if they want to say, look, we had nothing to do with this, the easiest thing for them to do is to publish that database, say, look, there's our database, there's no SARS-2-like viruses in it, case closed. I mean, that would blow us out the water. Why don't they do that? I've challenged them.
Because SARS is in those 22,000 fucking files. Like, duh, that's why they ain't gonna put it out. Like, shit, nigga, dog, it is what it is. They out here making viruses, using people as human guinea pig experiments, and you just trying to go to work or go to school or go to your practice or whatever you're doing, whether it's athletic or musical oriented. Man, they're killing us through the food, through the water, through the air, through the disease. This country is killing us through all four. Some countries just killing y'all through disease. Some countries just killing y'all through the fucking food. Some of y'all making y'all kill your own goddamn self by motherfucking doing the big pharma shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, and then they snatching the homeless off the goddamn street, doing experiments on them and throwing them in fucking detainment camps. This shit is wild. This shit is wild. And we have all this news coverage. We have all these interviews, but nobody is putting boot to ass. Nobody is putting clips in the freedom tools and blasting these evil motherfuckers. I'm talking about, I'm waiting for the day. I'm waiting for the day. And it's going to happen eventually. And it's going to be on national television probably. Probably. Because you know they can't be filming in courtrooms and shit. But like I guarantee you, somebody going to be drawing that shit. And the stenographer going to be still typing while the shit going down. Blam, blam, blam. She gonna be typing BLAM. Blam, blam, blam. Like, bitch, get the fuck up and get the hell out of there. Nope, I got to catalog the whole courtroom. Blam, blam. And his head exploded. She got to write the whole thing down. And the artist that's drawing this shit, he gonna draw the whole fucking scene. Oh shit, man, but like real shit. Infiltrate the fucking Supreme Court. I want every fucking guard infiltrated. The revolution will light everybody up in that fucking room. And then I creep up from behind the judge and slice a throat like, nah. Everybody gonna be saying that shit in the crowd. And then I'm gonna put the camera on and say, hey, viva la revolution, bitch. What you see before you is the bodies of all these evil motherfuckers. Put this all over the news, everybody. I want y'all to see my face. Hello, what's up? Spotlight's on me. Hey, shouts out to everybody out there. Report to you live from the Supreme Court. I just slit the judge's throat. Now, as for the rest of the world, your presidents, your dictators, your world leaders, we're coming for you. Don't be surprised if I have people already in the Pentagon doing what I'm saying to do right now. Hashtag kill them all. And then everybody everywhere just go this. A massive spook who sat by the door campaign. God damn, Hurricane got dreams too. But I got a feeling I'm going to be alone. Or at least with a baddie on the rooftop. And we're just going to be watching everything explode around us. And we're going to be smoking a fatty while everything burns. That's what I see.
Again and again on this. And the answer comes back, because you might hack it. What does that mean? If you publish something, you don't have to hack it. You know.
Exactly. They don't want to put it out because they say we gonna hack it. Like, bitch, it's a fucking document. What the fuck you mean hack it? What the fuck? We don't know. But how can you hack a piece of paper? Can y'all please tell me that? I think that company that got those viruses, they're going to keep on gaslighting. They're going to keep on bullshitting the people. So, like, the best bet is to get a warrant. Get a fucking warrant. Get some government intervention and raid that whole goddamn lab for every single motherfucking file in that bitch. Shut that bitch down for like 72 hours and have the whole unit in that bitch going through every single file. Because at the end of the day, millions of people died because of a so-called lab leak. What we all know is Fauci, Gates funding gain-of-function research in Wuhan to kill millions of people, and then have actors act like they all passing out at the same time, like the movie Surrogates and shit. I'm like, y'all don't see this fucking movie set? Like, nigga. And then if you talk shit about the government in China, your ass get arrested. Like, come on, man. And then over here, Asian hate bill. Can't say shit, can't do shit to these motherfuckers that's killing them. Make the fuck out of it.
It's a sort of meaningless remark. So it's possible there's an innocent explanation for why they wouldn't publish it. They're just so furious at being asked that they think it's impertinent of the world to demand to see that. And anyway, they want to keep things secret because they want to publish about them in the future. Well, hang on. North of 10 million.
Keep it a secret so they can publish about it in the future? God damn, that's some grimy ass shit. Yeah, we're going to keep... Let the future government handle it. We don't want to deal with us knowing that we killed millions of motherfucking people. We'll let our other government regime handle it. Y'all ain't gonna fight us. You know, man, like, dog, every rebel around the world needs to take down a fucking government. Dog, I swear to God, dog, if I was in China, I can't even say this on the surface without going to 6 or 7 other different abandos. Like real shit. And I gotta have probably a voice modulator or some shit. I gotta change my voice. Like otherwise, nigga, I'm gonna be talking underground. Like nigga, real shit. Them niggas motherfucker said within 2 hours, I'm gonna give myself 45 minutes. Talk my shit about the government and get the fuck on to the next motherfucking abando. Set my shit up. Talk some shit again. Get the fuck on. Third abando. Yo, set my shit up. Talk some shit again. Get the man, nigga, China will be on your motherfucking head. Nigga, a whole bunch of Jackie Chans, nigga, chasing your ass down with batons and shit. Doing parkour and shit. I don't know how to do none of that shit. Nigga, I'm tripping over a goddamn fish table and shit. Nigga, falling, busting my head out. Hell no. I ain't, no, no, I ain't having that.
People are dead. Don't you think we ought to be as transparent with each other as we can about what we know about this virus to try and help find out what happened? So, you know, that database to me is as powerful a point as one can make. They know what viruses they had in the lab up till the end of 2019. They won't tell us. Why not?
So Jim Rickards has just recorded a video.
Why not? Because nigga, y'all can probably get arrested, but they probably got some type of law that can protect them. But like, shit, man, like they all need to be arrested or sued. Now let's go to war.
You on the threats our country faces and the decisions this government is taking in response. As I speak, a Russian spy ship, the Yantar, is on the edge of UK waters north of Scotland, having entered the UK's wider waters over the last few weeks. This is a vessel designed for gathering intelligence and mapping our undersea cables. We deployed a Royal Navy frigate and RAF P-8 planes to monitor and track this vessel's every move, during which the Yantar directed lasers at our pilots. That Russian action is deeply dangerous. And this is the second time this year that this ship, the Yantar, has deployed to UK waters.
This the Yantar. The Yantar has deployed in UK waters. Nigga, I already motherfucking covered what Putin said. He said he's tired of the bullshit. So y'all kept fucking with me. Now I'm about to fuck with you. So put out all the Russian propaganda you can to make yourselves look good all you want. But we all know who the good guys is. And we all know who the bad guys is. You can ask everybody in your own respective country, what do you think of your government? What do you think of your parliament? What do you think of them? These bastards are evil. They killed us through the food, through the water, through the air, through disease, and the other one just want power and control over its people. Why the US and the UK doing the same shit the same goddamn time? Why is Australia motherfucking being succumbed to their tyranny? Canada's also. Bullshit. So we look at Russia. Nah, don't get me wrong. Like Russia had a shit going on over there too, man. But shit, nigga, like they're just a love for Russia that just unmatched. And plus, you look at all the shit that the United States and NATO has been doing for years, pushing up on the Russian border, gathering a whole bunch of countries to join NATO to push up on the Russian border. And people keep on saying, back the fuck up. Or y'all gonna get fucked the fuck up. But no, didn't listen. So I gotta keep on saying what the fuck Russia had to do. Yep, took Crimea, took Tanzania, took Georgia. Now we got Ukraine. Stop pushing up on my border. And Ukraine, stop being a fucking pussy. Because they still ain't letting your ass in NATO. You are there to be a place where they can facilitate their bullshit. You're a pawn. You're fucked. You're an actor turned president, which is another fucking actor. Let's go back to our country. Ronald Reagan, which is an actor to become another actor. And we should have shot him in the face. Nigga bought crack in the fucking hood. Yeah, Reagan assassination attempt was bogus. Should have shot him in the face. But nah. And Trump, celebrity, apprentice, really? You're fired. Really? That guy. The fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. That guy, Trump, from The Apprentice. Same Trump fought Vince McMahon in the WWE. Same Trump. Same guy. Nigga, don't be surprised if most motherfuckers in this country fucks with Russia. Why do you think Edward Snowden left? After he told us, the American people, that your government is watching you. Peace, nigga. I'm about to go fuck a Russian bitch and drink some vodka. Dov Zadania, motherfucker. Akuda вы, spasiba. Ya nigga varu paruski, motherfucker.
So my message to Russia and to Putin is this. We see you. We know what you're doing. And if the Yantar travels south this week, we are ready. And I want to praise the dedication and professionalism of our armed forces. They work 24/7 every day of the year to keep this nation safe. But this is also a stark reminder that we are in a new era of threat. Our world is changing. It is less predictable. It is more dangerous. And in the last year alone,
no, if anybody is more dangerous, it's y'all motherfuckers. And y'all motherfuckers allied with the goddamn U.S. That's in a whole bunch of bullshit. Whatever agreement that the UK and the US got going on behind closed doors that we don't know nothing about, but guaranteed it probably leads to trafficking kids and money and taking another person's land and resources so they can split it and shit. You know what I'm saying? What else could it be? Because I don't want to go the supernatural route. You know what I'm saying? Where they worshiping entities and shit that we all don't believe in. So I'm going on the surface right now. But it's like, look, trafficking kids and funding wars. Yep, that sounds about right. That sounds about right. But the fucking God. Yo, Putin. I'm just asking nicely, you know what I'm saying? If you're going to fuck with London or like the UK, man, just get my girl Vanta out of there, please. You feel me? Shout out to my UK correspondent. But yeah, like I needed to motherfucker find out what was going on. Like, why the fuck they aiming lasers at planes and shit?
we've seen the Israel-Iran war bring the Middle East close to the very brink. Armed conflict break out between India and Pakistan. Chinese spies targeting our democracy at home. Putin escalates still further his war in Ukraine.
Hey, man.
And
why is China attacking UK's democracy? If UK fucks with the US and the US fucks with UK and China, why is there no negotiations for China to stop fucking with the UK? What the fuck going on with that relationship? What type of relationship is that? I guess I got to do some homework. You know what? Hashtag Vonta, my UK correspondent. I need to know, what is China's influence on the UK? Give me whatever you got. What is China's influence in the UK? We all know Japan's influence is anime and video games. But what the fuck is China doing? What the fuck is China doing? Yeah, China, we on your head. Pause.
Just this last year, we've also seen Europe's skies plagued by drone disruptions. We've seen Russian incursions into NATO airspace double. And we've seen...
Fuck NATO. Y'all bitch ass niggas kept pushing up on the border. Now we flying through your shit, bitch. You better be lucky we ain't shooting your ass. Like real shit, man. Better be lucky. Russia ain't saying, nigga, you may fire when ready. Light y'all bitch ass NATO motherfuckers up and blow up some more motherfucking clone labs and bio labs and destroy y'all caves where y'all move kids through trafficking. They're like, man, nigga, fuck NATO. You know how many people say fuck NATO?
50,000 cyber attacks on the UK defence system alone. This is a new era of threat. It demands a new era for defence. An era of hard power, strong allies, and of sure diplomacy. And as
how you gonna talk about a shitload of war, then say diplomacy? That's double speaking. If y'all don't know what diplomacy is, look it up. But you can't talk about war and then say diplomacy in the same sentence. Nigga, it's either war or diplomacy. This is, let's fund the war effort. This is what this speech is all about. Let's fund the war effort. We might have to go to war with Russia. What's over here in the U.S.? Let's fund the war effort. We're going to war with Venezuela and possibly Colombia. And we're trying to do this Russia gate too. So we might go to war with them also because Russia is aiming at our allies. So we might have to help our allies out. Non-stop fucking war. While we the people suffer. Because we or our tax dollars pays for that shit. We pay for our own tyranny here. How the hell we work for them, man? We pay them. Wake the fuck up, motherfucker. Niggas ain't mad enough.
threat grows, Britain must step up, and we are. Earlier this year, the Prime Minister said security and defence, and I quote, is now the central organising principle of government, the pillar on which everything else stands or falls. And I have to tell you, I'm proud to be part of a government that knows our first duty is to protect the nation and keep our citizens safe.
Protect your nations and keep your citizens safe, but y'all just put out this goddamn digital ID. Now it's about to be, let's fund the war effort. So now we really don't care about the voices of anybody that's against the digital ID. Man, nigga, oh my fucking God. Don't be surprised if a lot of motherfuckers from your country go to Russia. Or become Russian spies against his own country. Don't be surprised. They'll be like, what blaze you over here to the mother of Russia? Because the UK ain't shit, mate. Digital ID, mate. And then trying to go to war and shit. I just want to live in peace. All right. Go over here, Dov Zadania. Welcome to Mother Russia. Here's a free vodka and a bitch named Natasha. Bring her back in 3 days. Viva la Mother Russia, motherfucker. Hand me the vodka. Victory is near. Oh, man. I better brush up on y'all Russian, nigga. I better learn that shit. And the rest of Denzel from Training Day, better learn that shit. Better learn that shit.
A government that has made a historic commitment to increasing defence investment because our national security does not come for free.
Increase defense investment while doing the digital ID and the online safety shit. It's like, y'all really don't care about the people. Because now, like, everything is about to be about war now. And what's real crazy is this. They're going to have to call America for help. Or anybody else in NATO or the EU. Because if Russia hits the UK, dog, that shit is gonna cause a major uproar. I'm talking about it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be fucking bad. I know they're gonna try to make Russia look like they're the bad guy, but like you gotta understand the history and look back. Russia kept getting provoked. Think about that. You can't keep poking the bear. And what is Russia? What's the animal? The fucking bear. You can't keep poking the fucking bear and expect for the bear not to wake up and slash your fucking ass. Like real shit. And Putin said he was going to do this shit. He said he was about to flex. And he flexing. And this nigga talking about ICBMs, nigga. Come on now. Shit about to get real. Never heard so much shit in my life. I know, right?
So today I will set out how the choices being made by this government before, during and beyond the budget are essential to match these rising threats, how the fantasy savings promised by opposition parties and their record of undermining defence would leave Britain underprotected, and also how this investment comes with a fundamentally new Labour approach, a defence dividend that is already boosting British industry, British jobs, British communities. Now, back in opposition, the then Defence Secretary Ben Wallace admitted his government had hollowed out and underfunded the British Armed Forces. It was a brutal but honest assessment. Defence budgets were cut by £2 billion, but in the first Conservative year, by £12 billion. That's over 20% in their first 5 years in government. So after 14 years, they left British Army numbers at the lowest since Napoleon, forces families in cold, damp, leaky homes, soldiers on the front line with kit unsuited to deal with the threats they face, and even the renewal of our nuclear deterrent delayed by years.
All I hear is fund the war effort, fund the war effort, fund the war effort. That's all I hear. How about you? I watched the movie They Live. I know what the fuck a motherfucker's saying behind words. I see behind the fucking symbols. This motherfucker saying fund the fucking war effort, everybody. It was like the Simpsons episode. You know, when they found out the secret message inside of the commercial, it said join the Navy. Motherfuckers think a nigga bullshit. But that was that. Now this is the last stuff. Then we're gonna get up out of here. We're gonna play some music and get up out of here.
Oh, very good morning to you, Penny. How concerned are you about this news?
Well, it is a pattern of behaviour that we have seen for some time. We've been very used to them testing our airspace. What you've been seeing over recent weeks and months about them testing our NATO allies, their airspaces with drones. This is a very systematic thing that they are doing, and they've been up to this stuff for a very long time indeed. They also
and y'all been poking the bear for a very long time. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. But they never say that part. They never say when, well, like NATO was gathering a whole bunch of countries to push up on the Russian border for years. They don't want to say that. But y'all want to talk about the retaliation. No, nigga, when you keep on poking the bear, it's time to retaliate. Nigga, fuck the bullshit. Fuck the bullshit.
Use what appear to be legitimate commercial entities to lay cabling themselves and then sabotage other people's cabling so that data moves onto their own networks. This is old school. They've done this for a long time. I think it's very concerning that they've gone as far as doing what they have with regard to the RAF. And the Defence Secretary is absolutely right to robustly respond to them.
How much of a real threat do they pose with this sort of action, or is it simply saber rattling?
No, they do pose a real threat, and it may not look like them sending missiles over or attacking us in a traditional way that people might expect, but it will be about sabotaging our communications. It will be putting our critical national infrastructure at risk. It will be trying to sabotage the NHS.
How do you know that, though? How do you know that? How do you know that? Just want to make Russia look like they the bad guy. They just flying around. They just flying around minding their own business. They ain't doing nothing to y'all. They ain't doing nothing to y'all. At least not yet.
And the data that supports the well-being of our citizens, they are a real threat. And they've said that they're a real threat. They've been quite open about all sorts of things that they're planning on doing. And it's high time we started believing them. Britain has to wake up. We have got to start rearming and investing in our defences. The first Sea Lord said a few weeks ago we have 4 years to do this in. Keir Starmer is not doing this. He said he believes it's our moral duty to, and he is failing to do it. So as we approach the budget, we have got to put pressure on the Chancellor to actually deliver and give our armed forces the modern equipment they need to keep us safe.
Fund the war effort. Fund the war effort. That's all I fucking hear. Fund the fucking war effort.
Every time you're online,
and to defend itself from a military attack. How ready would we actually realistically be to defend ourselves against an attack like this?
Look, our armed forces are incredible, and with the equipment that they have, they use it in a very creative way.
Your forces are incredible, and we use our shit in a very sophisticated way. So, how sophisticated?
Don't want your viewers to worry. We have got what we need to keep us safe. The problem is
we have what we need to keep us safe, but the problem is what? Russia got the bigger bomb? Because that's all it is, the motherfucker with the bigger gun. Or the bigger bomb. You could be James Bond all goddamn day. But if you get caught during that infiltration, your ass will get caught up. And you will be delivered in front of Putin.
Is that in a few years' time, unless we invest now, we won't be able to do that.
So you just said you was the shit, but in a few years you ain't gonna be the shit. What type of shit is that? You just motherfucker just said that your country got what it needs right now, but in 2 years we ain't gonna have shit. So we gonna need to fund the war effort. Fund the war effort. Fund the war effort.
Got to modernize. Your viewers will know how warfare is changing. They'll see.
Modernize. What is everybody doing? Going to AI and robotics. But yet, motherfuckers are showing us old ass tanks from the 40s. Y'all know darn well technology has upgraded to its highest degree. Well, at least almost to its highest degree. It ain't really made it, but it's there. But AI and robotics. No more human warfare. Is going to be motherfucking drones and planes flying by themselves and robots fighting on the ground. As soon as Terminator turn his head around and aim his gun at your human ass, it's a wrap. Rap City in the basement, nigga, without Big Tigger. No freestyle battles. Everybody dead.
What has happened in Ukraine and how things are moving very quickly. unless we give a signal to industry that it can produce things at the volume we're going to need them, they won't be able to do that. So look, we've paid lip service to 5% as the new NATO spending floor. We've actually got to do it. And right now, on the Treasury's plans, defence isn't going to get money for 5 years. In fact, the budget is going to drop. That's an outrage. There's a massive conference going on today in London called the Price of War Symposium, and it's nations coming together.
The Price of War Symposium. That sounds like a fund the war effort, motherfucking gathering.
To try and wake people up, to try and say to them, spend money on this critical. I mean,
oh my God, spend money on this. Fund the war effort, motherfucker. English, motherfucker, do you speak it? Fund the war effort. Say what? Say what again? I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker.
First duty of any government to protect its citizens and to protect their interests. We're not doing it in Britain, and Rachel Reeves needs to address that next week.
The trouble is, we haven't done it for a long time, have we? I mean, we've sort of suffered because of a long time of peace, if you like, and successive governments have thought, well, we don't need to spend all this money. The attitude and the tone of that debate is changing now, isn't it?
Well, the debate is changing. I think if you ask most of the general public, they will know we're facing these threats. They will see it on the news, and they understand the connections between having a strong defence budget and being able to protect our interests and protecting the NHS, giving food security, keeping our sea lanes open. I think the public do understand why these things are important. The problem is that the Treasury doesn't. It is continually underfunded and measured things wrongly for defence. It's not been providing in recent years what this country needs to defend itself. And as we go into the budget, it's got to change that. The Prime Minister stood up in front of the country and the President of the United States and said we would do this, we would do it properly. And currently we're not doing it. And if we start to do it, then I think you'll see less of this emboldened Russia that seems to be poking us and our NATO allies every day.
Poking you and your NATO allies every day, but y'all been poking the bear for years. Oh, you bitch. You bitch. They gonna keep trying to make Russia look like the bad guy. Nah, nigga. UK, man. Yo, Russia, man. Get my UK correspondent out of there, put her in a safe place. And then you do whatever the fuck you want to do. But the government tripping. They're going to be focused on this war instead of... It's like, come on, man. Put your priorities where it belongs. I think y'all should just let Russia do their thing. Okay, let Russia do their thing and get your people in order, because your people want to burn the goddamn country down because of that digital ID and that online safety shit. We got David Icke on the front lines over there on the protest and shit. Like, come on now. Y'all better motherfucking get to it. Y'all better quit playing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all better quit playing. I want to go to war.
That seems to be poking us and our NATO allies every day.
Okay, former Defence Secretary Penny Mordaunt, thank you very much for joining us on Breakfast.
Thank you.
I really do think we need to really bolster our armed forces. I do think people's attitudes are changing now. It's that whole, to plan for peace, prepare for war. Sort of attitude. My shit. Really, really strong armed forces does not mean we're going to fight everyone, does it? It's about our defence, and it's about being a deterrent, really.
It's about our defence. It's about being a deterrent. Well, then, let Russia do their thing if it's all about defence. Mm-hmm. If you wasn't part of the Poking the Bear campaign, Your ass shouldn't even worry about this shit. But since you know you're part of the motherfucking problem, because even if you didn't do shit, guess what? I'm sorry, UK, you're guilty by association. You're guilty by association by fucking with the US and NATO. And all the motherfuckers that try to motherfucking push up on the Russian border all these years. We can go back. We can go all the way back. We can go back to the beginning when Russia wanted to get into NATO. And y'all said, fuck Russia. We need an enemy to go after. And y'all turned Russia into the enemy. Start making Russia propaganda TV shows and movies to make Russia look like they were just some evil motherfuckers. But everybody was evil after World War II. Everybody. The Cold War was real. And I still think the Cold War is still going, because as long as you got a fucking spy or a secret agent, it's a cold fucking war. Everybody ready to push a fucking button? We still in the cold fucking war. That shit never ends. This is why they call the shit the Forever War. But the Forever War goes back to when the fucking war began. And then I forgot which scientist said this. I don't know if it was Einstein or somebody else. There's like, dog, as long as man exists, there will always be war. And if you want peace, what? Prepare for war. This shit crazy, man. It is what it is.
But I do think, I mean, I know my attitudes change over the last 5 years or so when I've had a lot more to do with the armed forces. But you do get this real sense that they need to be there. We need to have them in numbers. They need to be properly trained, and they need to be properly equipped, which they're not at the moment. And that makes
it properly equipped, which they not are at the moment. But the lady said your shit was just incredible. Now you saying that y'all shit ain't incredible. You just said that y'all nigga Russia can fuck us up at any moment. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know that y'all not fully equipped front to back. Like, whoa. Thank you. Now you just scared your motherfucking people. Thank you. But they ain't scared of shit. They ready to burn that country down any fucking way because of that digital ID shit. And then they will be like, shit. We gonna fuck the government up while Russia blowing this bitch up. Y'all getting double teamed, nigga, by your people and from Russia. And then if everything is cosmic fucking dust, the ones that hated the government in the UK is gonna go to Russia and chill. Or they'll probably go somewhere up north, somewhere, who knows? Probably Scotland or something. Scotland or Ireland. It might be just like a massive influx of motherfucking people, you know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna be an all-out fucking war. And over here, it's some shit going down over here. Motherfuckers will be fleeing to Canada. Shit, man, I'm in Detroit. All we gotta do is go across the bridge or take the tunnel straight to Canada.
a strong island nation that people will be less likely to mess with.
And as Penny was just alluding to there, I mean, Russia is testing NATO, it feels like almost every single day. I mean,
Russia is testing NATO every single day, but like NATO been testing Russia for years. And what Putin kept saying, stop pushing up on my border. Stop pushing up on my border. Stop pushing up on my border. All right, bitch, take that, Crimea. Told you, stop pushing up on my border. Bam, take that, such and such. Oh, I think it was probably Georgia or some shit. Georgia or Tanzania, whatever the fuck. Stop pushing up on my border. Stop pushing up on my border. Stop. All right, bitch, Ukraine. What's up? What's up? You know what I'm saying? But either way it go, take this with a grain of salt.